Could you name a good habit and a bad one that you have picked up during the pandemic?
Okay, the bad one obviously is like not fully dressing up, right? Like none of us can pan down at the moment. Yeah.
No, no. There's a commercial, an American commercial for a women's clothing store. And the woman is dancing around her kitchen and, she drinks it. She has a glass of wine and she goes like this. And she's like, here's to wearing real pants.
Oh, actually, the sales of pants, and that's what I read from probably Time magazine. Pants and bras go down, and sales of pajamas go really up. Not surprising, I guess. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Any good habits?
I have to say that I've really taken this time to reconnect with my family and to spend time with them. And, I think the dynamic in our household is much happier, or not even happier because we were happy before, but it's just more simpatico. Everybody is cheerful, if you can believe it. Like, we haven't killed each other yet.
What do you spend less money on, and what do you spend more money on since the pandemic?
I spend a lot of money on Amazon. Way too much money online shopping, big time. For cosmetics and things like that, or stuff for the kids, gadgets for the house. Definitely not work clothes or anything like that. Definitely not buying regular pants.
Gentlemen, where did your money go?
Well, I spend a lot less on travel, right? But a lot of nice restaurants do takeaway, and so my wife and I do that a lot. Just you can get kind of takeaway meal from quite a nice restaurant that you can't normally, which just makes it a bit more fun.
Basically,
So
fancy
I think
takeaways.
Eating budget's probably higher, especially in Sydney. I mean, it's pretty cheap in Beijing.
Yeah, same here. Uber Eats and Uber taxis basically they skyrocketed. Just do it all the time. What's gone down, I guess, is travel. Yeah, obviously.
So what's the biggest mistake you have made during the pandemic?
Definitely. It's obvious. So at the moment, I can't get a haircut in Sydney, right? Because we've got our case numbers. At my last haircut, I said, just a little bit, just take a little bit off. I was quite happy with it. And that was, 6 weeks ago. And so my biggest regret, I should have got a little bit more at the top. Would have got me through a bit longer.
I think my mistake was getting completely sucked in and getting a bit obsessive with work. To be very honest, I burnt out, at one point. If you're good at what you do, you're rewarded with more work. And, it's really kind of being a victim of your own success. So it's, again, a bit of mental health and a bit of just putting down your boundaries and saying, look, this is family time. But it can be a bit conflated with feelings of being grateful to still have a job, to be able to work when so many don't have one.
Monica?
Well, so jumping back on the haircut bandwagon, I cut my own hair. And so I put some hair here, and some of the back, and I just went chop, 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 and I went, done. And in the moment, it felt really good. But like 5 minutes later, I was like, what are you doing? Because then, at that point, hair salons still weren't open. There were no hair salons open. So everybody was, and I also would cut my children's hair, which we won't talk about those pictures.